Hey everyone, I am here today to bring you a review of a piece that I have owned for over a year and never finished a review on. This is TressAllure's mid-length beach wave. When I purchased this piece though, it was called Zinnia by Tress from their, so let me think here, Zinnia by Tress from their Tress line. So if some of you recall last year, TressAllure absorbed this Tress and renamed this wig. So if you were to look online right now, you'd be looking for TressAllure mid-length beach wave. Just know that it used to be called Zinnia. This is the color 825. I can't wait to show you this color outside. It's such a pretty light ash brown blonde. It's really an interesting color. When I first got it though, it was way too ashy for me. So last summer I wore this wig maybe twice and then put her in the box, and I just wasn't sure what I thought about it. So this year I went to pull her out just to finally get this review done, because I did the out of the box last year, and I also did an end of the day kind of look at her, and so I will tack that on to the end of this video. I'd worn her to work all day and I wanted to show how she wore, which she wore like a champ. So let's just quickly take a look at this wig on all sides so that I can start talking about her. The fibers feel really, really great. I want to put a little plug out there for Taz. Taz from her YouTube channel, Taz's Wig Closet, did a review of this piece just recently, and she did a fantastic job. So if you're all interested in this wig or you're considering it, please check out Taz's review if you haven't seen it already. It's really excellent. So this color, 825, I did not expect it to be as ashy as it is. Just look at that. It's so beautiful, but it's very ashy. I think when I first got it, that's what I struggled with the most, would be just the color. But there's some interesting tidbits to this wig that I will talk about. I want you to see though this lace front. I think I might have a few hair fibers in it. Let's just take a look though at that lace front. It is so good. Oh my gosh, you guys, this lace front is amazing. So, so good. There is one thing, get zoomed right back where I need to be. There's one thing that I want to tell you about though, and Taz talks about it too. It's such a shallow, not very wide, I guess, lace front. So where my fingers are, that's all you get for a lace front. Just right here. It doesn't even go down to the temples. And you can really see where that lace front sort of ends. There's just like this line there. Can you see that? So what does that mean? And is it a real problem? I would say it's not a terrible problem, but if you like to wear your hair pulled up, you're going to have to figure out a way not to pull it up too far to the side to show that. Now I'll show you how I have worn her, and it's not a problem, but I do want to point that out. Let's see. Zinnia has mid-length beach wave, has a fully hand-tied cap. I think the nape has just a little bit of closed wefting. We'll take a look at that. And I have to tell you guys, this is one of the most comfortable caps that I own. I think that's one of the reasons, my door is blowing open, I hope it doesn't slam. I think that's actually one of the reasons why I kept her, because I cannot believe how comfortable this cap is. I would say it's an average petite. If you can wear Ellen Villa caps, then you should be able to wear this one. On the Wig Studio One website, I kind of looked at a variety of websites to see how they wrote about her, and it does say on their average 21.5 circumference. Well, as most of you know, I'm a 22-inch circumference, and she fits my circumference perfectly. Very, very comfortable, not too tight. So if you're 22 inches, you'll be fine. There is hardly any stretch in this. So if you're very much bigger than 22 inches in your circumference, this might be snug on you. I will also tell you, I've got like the most minimal extra room at the very top, but I usually, in most wigs, because I'm so small over the top of my head, I get a lot of extra cap up here. I don't have that in this one. It really fits me like a glove, just perfectly. So please look at my measurements and compare them to yours to see how she might fit you. Okay, so let's just talk about this cap, because I think kind of one of the crowning glories of this piece is this cap. It's fully hand tied. She has a double monofilament, so soft, not itchy, scratchy in any way, shape, or form, which means if you do not have any bio hair, this is going to be so comfortable on your head. She does have some silicone here, and then she's got that really narrow lace front. She does have some soft, see, it's seeking out my face here, soft velvety ear tabs, and she does have some stitching kind of across on here, which I think is interesting. This is a fully hand-tied cap, except like I said, down here at the very bottom, that's closed wefting. So what that means, even though it kind of looks hand-tied there too, yeah, it's pretty much closed wefting. What that does is it helps the hair to lay a little bit flat, a little bit more straight at the nape, and I think it helps to prevent some tangles. There is no tangling problem with this wig. I have not experienced tangling problem. So like I said, last summer I didn't wear her very much, but so far this year I pulled her out and I've probably worn her 3 times now, for just a few hours each time, like on a weekend. I haven't worn her full days, but she's so comfortable and she really doesn't tangle. These hair fibers are spectacular. Just want to kind of get in here and show you the color. Something that's really interesting, and Taz talks about this a lot, there is actually permatease in this wig, even though she is, for the most part, fully hand-tied. Very unusual. Not visible permatease, but she definitely has like crimpy fibers all throughout the top, and then at the nape especially, she has a lot of permatease down here. A lot of permatease. It's really interesting. And I will tell you, she's not poofy. The permatease isn't super pillowy. Let me put her on and let me feel it as and then let me just finish out the cap. I guess I should do that. We've got Velcro adjusters here, and then this little silicone strip at the nape as well. And not really an extended nape, but slightly. It's a little thicker of a nape. It's not extended, but it's not the skinny napes that will come sometimes on wigs. In general, this cap is fantastic. And like I said, she fits me like a glove. It's just a joy for me to put this wig on my head. An absolute joy every time I put it on. I actually had a wig sister reach out to me just recently. I think she came across the short little video that I had done on a YouTube group, or not, sorry, a Facebook group, because I hadn't done anything on YouTube yet. And she said if I wanted to sell her, she'd be interested. And so I thought, well, I should pull her out. I should get my review done, and I don't think I can let her go. I mean, she's so comfortable. There's just something to be said for a wig that feels like it was made for your head, and this one does. So let me talk about the permatease. When I do this, I don't feel pillowy permatease. She doesn't have enough permatease in her to make her big. So you can kind of do this with her a lot. You're not going to get big hair out of this one. I think what the permatease does is it just helps these kind of beachy waves have a little shape and a little body, but it's not, it's just not super poofy. I mean, there's a little bit of poof right at the crown, and I can feel the permatease right here. It's not super pillowy, but I can feel it. And I think I like this style a little better because of that right there. It just kind of gives it a little lift instead of making it so flat on the top. And then you've got the permatease at the nape. But again, I think it just makes it look, it kind of just gives the style some style. So I have one of the things that I had mentioned in the first review I did that I only put out on Facebook last year was how the bangs laid. I've gotten a little bit more used to them, and it may be that they're just behaving a little better than they did in the beginning. But one thing I do with this one a lot, well, a lot is relative. I've only worn it maybe a handful of times, but I like to just clip up the bangs on the side. Sometimes it's more of a side clip. Sometimes I'll put it up a little bit higher. But for me, that just really takes care of any challenges that I have with the bangs hanging in my face. And because it's got such a great lace front, I can totally do this. And if you can see, I just do it a little shallow. So the lace front ends like right here. So I've got hair hanging down, and now you don't have the issue of being able to see that line. There is also, so here's the parting, and if I recall correctly, you can see where the lace front ends and the double monofilament begins slightly. This has not been a problem for me. I wonder though, in a darker color, if you would really be able to see that. That often happens in lace front double mono top wigs or silk top wigs. Sometimes in a human hair wig, that can happen because the material is so different. And so you can dab a little bit of translucent powder on there or other types of makeup to try to disguise that. I just want to mention it. Anyway, I don't know what took me so long to get this review out here. I really wanted to get it out here. So stick around for the outside look, as well as for my end of the day, you know, just kind of quick look of it. I will tell you, I love it. I just think I love the way these fibers feel. I love the way this cap feels. If it wasn't such a spendy piece, she is kind of spendy. I mean, you're really paying a premium price for these cap features. You know, I might consider getting it in a different color, but I'm just gonna have to be satisfied with the one I have, I guess. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and you know, let me know what you guys think of this color. Does it look really ashy to you when you see it outside? I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, here's your outside look. I'm not sure in this diffuse morning light what's the best angle, so I'm just going to turn around and hope that the light catches me from a lot of different angles here. This color is very ashy to my eye. Very ashy, very dynamic, lots and lots going on with it. Dark, light. I would say a blonde transitioning to darker colors could do this, or a brunette transitioning to lighter colors could probably do this. Kind of that in between. Hope this was helpful. Hey guys, I'm just gonna throw this video on here to show you I wore Zinnia all day today. It's the end of the day. I have had her on now for 13 hours, and this is how she looks. I have not combed her all day. I've done I've done this a few times, but really that's it. She wore great. That's how she looks in the back after wearing her for, like I said, 13 hours. She's looking just a little bit straggly on the bottom, but she's not tangled. It's just from wearing her all day. Literally, look at, she feels good. She feels really good. She's going to be a workhorse wig. I can tell already. So I'm really liking her. Hopefully I can get this bang figured out. So I've had her clipped up all day. Let's see what that might have done. Oh, it gave a little swoopy curl right there. I don't know if that'll stay, but I do still want to figure out the bang, but from an all-day wear perspective, she did fantastic. So just wanted to share. Hey guys, all right, so I'm here to do a quick unboxing for you. I am going to do a two-parter in this video. So here's me getting the wig, unboxing the wig, putting the wig on. I've done nothing to her, and I promised you guys every time I can do this, I will. I can't do it for every video because number one, I have a whole bunch of wigs I've never reviewed, and I may have already wore them or I may have already messed around with them, so I can't go turn back time. And sometimes I may just get a wig and not have time to do the unboxing video. So I'll do it when I can because I think this is so important. We often get wigs that don't look great out of the box and we're not sure what to do about it. And so I want to help in any way that I can with this. And I think the only way I can really help best is to show what happens when that happens to me. And it happens to me all the time. So I got a wig today and I'm very excited to show you guys. So this wig is it's a gem tress wig in the Tress line, and it's Zinnia in the color 825. Zinnia in 825, and the tag is still on. I did try her on, but that's all I did. Literally, I didn't even shake her out. I tried her on, and so this wig's gonna need some work. She needs a little help. But first of all, this is my second Tress wig. I have Lantana, and I did a review of Lantana, and I really like Lantana. So this Zinnia, the first thing I just really want to point out, the hair feels terrific, just spectacular. It's so soft and smooth, and you know, as lifelike and like human hair-like as I really think is possible if it's not human hair. It just really feels like human hair to me. I did talk to a wig sister just recently who owns some human hair wigs, and she said it doesn't feel like human hair to her compared to an actual human hair wig. I don't have any human hair wigs, so to me, I would think this is human hair. But you know, side by side, would I think that? I can't say that, but it feels really, really great. And this has a fully hand-tied cap. So she's got a monofilament, a lace front. She has the silicone strip for adhering. These are made for women with total hair loss. They have some features that really support that. There's no silicone on these ear tabs. Sometimes you'll see that. And then there's a little silicone strip back at the extended nape. There's a little closed wefting right there, but otherwise this is all hand tied. And what's the beauty of hand tied? This is the back. If the wind blows, you don't see wefting. It just looks like scalp. That is why you pay a premium price for hand tied wigs. And then this has the monofilament as well. So there's a lot of premium features on this wig. So let's put her on. 825 is a really pretty brunette with some blonde highlights. It leans a tad ashy. The highlights are a little ashy. An 8 is a medium brown, but it can't, sometimes I see it classified as an ash brown. So it's a little on the ashy side. It is a little warm. There you go. Out of the box. This is Zinnia. Can you tell what I mean by she needs a little work? This all is not lost though. She's gonna be just fine. I don't know how much work she's gonna need, but she'll be just fine. So first impression, she's so light, very lightweight. The hair doesn't feel super heavy or super thick. The cap is a little small. She's snug on me, and I don't really have a lot of extra room up here. I have a little bit. I usually have a ton of extra room, and the only hand-tied caps I own so far are John Renault, and I have a lot of room in my John Renault hand-tieds. This one I don't. Let me see if this has been taken in, because it's pretty snug on me. Let me make sure these adjusters are all the way out. They're pretty far out, but they're not all the way out. So let me do that again. That's a little better. Yeah, she's snug. Okay, so I'm a 22-inch circumference. She's a little stretched, not super uncomfortable, but if you're bigger than 22 inches and you find yourself feeling like wigs squeeze your head a lot, Zinnia might be small on you. And the reason I say it that way is because a lot of this is perception and is subjective. What is rough and itchy to you may not bother me at all. What feels tight on your head may be comfortable on my head. There's just no way to know. So I'm trying to give you guys the best impression I can give you based on how it fits me. You can look at my measurements and then consider how sensitive you are to things. I'll tell you that I am not very sensitive to lace. I get asked all the time, is the lace front itchy? I don't really find lace fronts itchy overall. I adhere all my wigs with It Stays, and I think that helps, but I just recently had a wig sister ask me that, and when I shared with her my solution was the It Stays, she said she already does that, and it's still itchy to her. And in that case, it's just our different perceptions. I just, so you've got to understand that and then ask the questions. And, if somebody doesn't offer up how sensitive they are, maybe that's a question for them. Are you typically sensitive to things like that? I'm used to caps being big on me because of my very petite measurements here. So when a cap isn't, it feels a little tighter on me because I'm just not used to caps fitting me snugly. It's not uncomfortable tight, but it's definitely a more fitted cap. So for an unboxing, I don't want this to be too long because I'm going to have to stick another video on here and then it's going to get really long. So here's first out of the box. Zinnia is going to need some help with the bangs. You can see how she lays. She's going to need some training. What kind of training? I don't know yet. I'm going to play around. Her lace front, I've been told they're so fantastic. Hold on, guys. I have hair in the lace front, and that's going to make it look funny. These are invaluable to do that. You can get ones with a plastic rat tail comb. I love this one. This one I actually got from Perfect Fringe in the UK. I had purchased a human hair topper from her. I sold it because I can't wear toppers. She has fabulous stuff on her human hair toppers and things, but this she sent with the human hair topper, and I love it. I'd have bought it. I just love that it's metal. It just seems to work so much better than my plastic one. All right, so let's look at that lace front. Look at that. How good is that? So good. Very, very good. So, thumbs up for the lace front. Let me do a quick turnaround for you if I can find my mirror so I can stay in the view. She's got like these ringlets. Just getting the color to come back for us. She has these ringlets. Look at that. It's kind of fun, but I am gonna have to comb those a little bit. I've told you in the past that I don't like to comb out curls, but something like this, I'm probably going to have to. They're just too separated. I'll see what finger styling does. I'm probably gonna spray this one down with water, do some scrunching, see what kind of scrunching will help, and I'll do something with these bangs. But oh, she feels amazing. She really does. The length, this is totally my length. So I'll play around, and then when I come back, you'll see what she looks like after I have played around with her, and I'll tell you what I did. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned.